In this lecture, we are going to discuss box model. All the elements are appear in the browser based on the box model only. Browser always follows the box model architecture while displaying each and every HTML element in the web page. Box model is the model which provides the guidelines and structure of elements while displaying them in a web page. First, before we focusing on this box model, first we can understood block level element and inline element. So first I want to focus. So this is our sample page, sample web page. Just you observe the b tag and I am b tag. So and again I want to take one more tag, am I tag. So these two are, just observe, these two are inline elements because it occupies what content provides by the tag, that much space only it occupies. Is it right? So what much content, how much content it would be provide, the content, just observe here this content. When I am increasing this content, automatically the content width would be updated, the tag width would be updated, right? So this inline element b tag is inline. Why? Because it can be occupies, only how much content is we provide, that much space only it occupies. And what is mean by block level element? Suppose I am taking one h1 tag, then I am block level element, then you observe what happened. It can occupies entire line. When I am taking one more tag here, so here I want to use div tag. Hey, I am also block level element, then it can be jumps to next line, right? So but this b tag and I tag side by side is there. Why? Because these two tags are inline elements. It never occupies entire width of that browser, it occupies. So how we can confirm, Srikanth? Let me show any proof. So yes, do you have any proof in the sense style? And here I want to apply border for these all tags, right? h1 is there, div is there here, and b tag is there, and I tag is there. So these four tags commonly I am providing border. So 20 pixels, not 20 pixels, 3 pixels and solid. Then you observe. So each and every element, how much space is there? It occupies. B and I tags occupies only content. How much content is having in that element, that much space it occupies. But block level elements, this much space is wasted. Just observe, this much space is wasted. Here also wasted, but we can clear how we can adjust that space. We can do that further classes, right? So here you focus block level element and inline element. Then so what is the box model can be do? Here when you observe these four different tags, there is some space is there, one tag to another tag, common space is there, right? So you are not providing any space that can be. So here when you observe here, this much space, here space is there, just common space actually. Here the one tag to another tag, here space is there, here also some space is there, and this b tag to I tag some common space is there. This can be the margin space, and one margin border to border space is there, that can be done by this box model again. So I want to give one more clarity here, right? Just you observe here outline, then you will be get very clear. Outline 2 pixels, not only 2 pixels, 3 pixels, 3 pixels, dotted, green color, green. Then you observe space. When I am increasing this outline, not 13, 5 pixels. Then you observe this one, space automatically. When I am increasing that, overlap 15, then it will be overlap. But content to content, the tag to tag space is not increased, but over these borders we apply some outlines, right? So that space, what space is there, that can be done by given by this box model only, right? So first we want to focus this one, box model. So here, what is the content? This is the content, element content. So here the height and width of this content is given by the based on browser content, or based on the browser, the content height and width will be sets. So when I am increasing the size, automatically the content height and width will be changed. So based on the browser. But I want to fix this height and width. It is a possible. First, before that, I want to focus. So box model. So this is a tag. Actually, this one is a tag. Actually, this what space is there? This content height and width. It is actually tag. The top of the content. The top of the content, there is the padding is available. Content to border. Suppose this is your tag. So here, this is your HTML page. Suppose this is your HTML page. Here one tag you are having, one tag. So this is a block level element. Suppose I am black level. Suppose this content to, this is a border. Suppose this is a border. The content to this border space is nothing but a padding. Actually, this is a padding. This padding is a defaultly 0. The padding of this tag is defaultly 0, and the border is a defaultly 0, and margin is a default size. So means by default most of the elements padding and border size is always 0. So that's what we can never be get the padding value defaultly 0 and border value is default 0. So what? So we cannot observe the border like having the padding size, the space is there. So we cannot observe. Why? Because the padding is 0, right? So here padding, if we have a good grip on box model effectively, surely we can represent the content effectively. So this box model is the most important for real time. So first we want to focus on margin. So what is a margin? Margin is a part of the box model, and the one tag to another tag. There are some tags are available in your web page. Plenty tags are available. This is a one tag. Suppose there is a one more tag is there. The tag to tag space is there. That is a margin. So it may be space between two hyperlinks, the paragraphs, or any two tags and any two lists. The space. Margin is a space between the border of the content element and the next element. So how we can represent this margin? So there are 4 values are there. Every content, every tag having 4 values of this margin. So margin left, margin top, and margin bottom, and margin right. So how we can represent this margin? So we can represent this margin in 4 ways. So margin can be given in 4 ways. So 4 ways in the sense how we can represent. So margin value, suppose I am giving margin equal 4 pixels. What is the mean by this one? It can be allocated. This one 4 can be suitable for this margin left, margin top, and margin bottom, and margin right. Not only that, we can represent this one with the help of 1 value, and with the help of 2 values, and with the help of 3 values, and with the help of 4 values we can represent. So if in case we are giving margin value 1 value, it can be suitable for 4 values. Suppose you are giving 2 values. So margin 2 pixels and 3 pixels. What it means? So this first value is for top and bottom. and second value is indicating left and right, this way. And one more way, so margin, so here I can represent 2 pixels, 3 pixels and 4 pixel. What can it can be do? So the first value is a margin tab, the last value is a margin bottom, and this one is margin left and right. So this way. And same way, one more way also we can represent the margin values. So we can represent 4 values, 2 pixel, 3 pixel and 4 pixel and 5 pixel, suppose. So what is mean by this one? First one, top, right, and this one is bottom, and this one is left. So in this way we can represent. How many ways? Single value, in the sense 4 sides, single value 4 sides, 2 values top and bottom, and if in case 3 values, first and top and last one is bottom, and middle one is left and right. And if in case we are giving a 4 values, top, right, bottom, left, this way we can represent top. So this is a margin. The what is a padding? The space between the content and the border is called as padding. So this is a border and this is a content. With the help of these two space, that is nothing but padding. So we can represent this padding also in the same margin way. So if in case in the place of margin we are giving padding, one value is for padding top, bottom and left, right. If in case we are giving two paddings, then automatically top and bottom. If in case we are giving 3 values, the padding top and padding bottom and padding left and right. The same way we can represent. So how we can represent the border? So we can represent the border. Border is nothing but over the content, and we can provide some specific line, some different styles we can provide this element border. So how we can represent? So this is a border property. So border property, it having 3 values. The first one is a border width, the second one is border style, third one is border color. So with the help of these 3 values we can represent. So border, when we are giving this border property, single property, automatically it applies for 4 sides. Suppose I am giving border 4 pixels and solid, and we are giving red color. So automatically this 4 pixel is for border top, right, left and bottom. If in case I want to specify this border in a 4 different ways, how we can represent? In the same way, border left, top, bottom, right. So in this way also we can represent. Suppose when we are using this border single value, single property name, automatically it can be adjusted for 4 sides. But if you want to specify this border for only specific sides, it is also possible. So now we can check that one. So how we can do this, all the things, right? So first I want to go with, so already we having some tags, right? So already now I want to focus margin. First I want to focus margin. So 10 pixels, just you observe any change is there, change you observe, right? Before that, border 3 pixels and dashed green. Then you observe this is not green, I want to focus like a pink, then you will understood pink color. So first I want to provide margin 50 pixel, then automatically this one space, you observe the space, this space is there here, the space can automatically generated by this margin. So I want to provide here padding, then you observe padding again 25 pixels. Again you observe 25 pixel. Now you observe the content space. This content to this border, some space you are observing, right? So here this border to border, that is called margin, and this content to this border we call it as, that is a padding. So now I want to focus outline. I want to focus outline also. Outline 3 pixels and double yellow. Then you observe. So that is outline exactly over the border. When you comment on this border, then automatically you will be get, right? So this is not yellow. I want to focus right a red. Then you will be get very clear. Red. So automatically you observe, right? When we are removing border, this space is a border, and this is a content. Over the content there is a border is there. Over the border there is outlines also we can place, right? So when we are changing this two values, suppose I want to change this margin, I want to give like different spaces, right? $20 pixel, 30 pixel, 50 pixel, 80 pixel. Completely different. We are giving completely different space. So 20 and 30 and top bottom. First one top, right? I want to give like 60. This is a space, right? Suppose the padding is also, if you want to provide 125, completely disturbs, right? 25, 65, 65 pixels, 85, 95 pixels. Then you observe completely not good one. When you are having a clear idea on this values, then automatically you can design your web page very clearly, right? So in this way we can design, we can use this box model. And one more value is also there. This so there is a border radius is a one concept is there, border radius. So what is a border radius? Just to observe here, I am taking here we are using the border, right? But I don't want this border regular way. There is a rectangular format, but I want to change that one. How I can change? So there is one property, border radius property is available. Border radius, suppose I want to use this here 15 pixels, then just you observe it would be different. Based on this size, it would be completely different, right? 35 pixels, then it will be changed. 50 pixels, it is circle mode. So in this way we can update we can design our borders in different ways. So not only that, outlines also we can be designed. Outlines, just to observe, outline 20 pixels, not 20 pixels, 5 pixels, dotted, not dotted, solid green. Then you observe it will be also border radius is affects, outline is also, right? So not for border radius is not for only border, the outline will also will be changed. The next one we want to focus, and when you observe, I don't want to use this float. So there is no space between this border and outlines, but I want to give some space to this border, outline to border. So how we can give that? Outline offset. So here I want to give 3 pixels, then automatically the space would be generated. So 3 is not 6 pixels, then space is clearly observed, right? Suppose 10 pixels, you will get clear picture, right? So that can be done. So if you want to float property, what is the use of this float property? If you want to change the block level element to inline element, the block level elements are the elements which the default occupies 100% of the screen width, right? This would be occupies 100% of the screen width. But if you want to change to inline tags, suppose we have 3 block level elements sequentially, we need to apply width and height to 3 block level elements. Here we need to arrange these 3 block level elements is display like side by side. So how we can be do that, right? So these are block level elements side by side, I want to do that, right? So here I want to do h1 tag float left. Then what happens? Automatically left one, and div tag also I can use. Div tag and float right. So automatically is a completely it is would be different one. Left it the space is leaves actually this, when you observe the block level element is convert to inline element, but this one, this div tag is not moved to here actually, right? The space is wasted. So how we can overcome that? With the help of clear property. So what it does, the clear property, in case we are using the float left and float right value in order to display the elements side by side, we can use the clear left and clear right property in order to push them elements to next line. So here just observe here. What happens? So here it would be occupies side by side actually. Inline block level elements are occupied side by side. But I want to here this side by side elements, but I don't want to use the side by side. Even though this block level elements can never give occupies this empty space. I want to move this tag, this div tag to next line only. Even the previous one is a block level inline element. Already it's actually block level element. Here we are converting inline element. Even also it would be change. So I want to jump to this I tag to next line, right? So it's actually I tag to next line. Just very simple. Clear property is there. Clear left. Automatically the element will be moved to next line. Even block level element to converting inline element. So it is a quite different one. So you only focus, right? Every time we need to check, right? So multiple elements are there. So how we can be push that inline element and outline element. Suppose these are B tag is there now. B tag is there. I want to update to this B tag. I want to change float. So how I can give left? Then what happens? Automatically it jumps to next line, right? So it occupies special one. Suppose I want to change to I tag, then automatically both are different, right? B tag, float left. Otherwise, I want to take this one right. Then it's completely different, right? The content is moved to one area to another area. So this everything can be done by this box model only. This is based on the box model only. It would be updates. Just you observe the content, the padding and the border and margin, not only margin and outline, border radius and clear and float. These all are most important for real time. These three properties are most important properties. The first one is the position. So in CSS we have a property called position that specifies the position of that element where the element should be appear in the web page. The position having five important values that are position, static, absolute, fixed and relative and sticky. So here the position, it specifies a visual position of the element in the web page. The default, the static is a default position. So what is a static? So displays the element in normal position where the content is defaultly it could be provides. What is mean by absolute? Displays the element based on x and y coordinate elements can be scrolled. So how we can be give that one? I can show you. The left side, left to some space. So suppose this is a space, suppose border. So here you can give some space and the top value and that which will be takes. The defaultly it would be takes that only. The next one, a fixed one, display the element based on x and y values but coordinates elements doesn't scroll. So when you are giving some fixed position elements, then automatically the elements, even you scroll that that never be moved one area to another area, it will be fixed. Next one, relative. So display the element based on the x and y coordinates but the counted based on the parent element. Based on the parent element values it would be the takes. The next one, sticky. When scroll the page up and down, always the elements stick to their position. Even scroll the page. When you observe this one, I'll show the detailedly, right? So here, this is your page and this is your output. Here you observe, actually we are taking only three tags, but I want to take more tags. P tag, lorem, and some tags I want to take for multiple times. I want to take multiple times. Copy. So number of times I want to take here. Yes, right? Multiple times. So when I am using this one, when I am using position, so what is a position? Position tag, a B tag only. So it one I am taking a fixed one, fixed. Then you observe when I am scrolling this, not fixed. I don't want to use this I tag. I don't want to use this I tag here right now. So it is a fixed one. Automatically the neighbor tags, the coordinate will be occupies. When I am using sticky, then you observe sticky, what happens? It always, so here fixed I am taking here, fixed. Then you observe where while scrolling the B tag is always there, right? So when you observe it will be takes. So here I am using sticky, then what happened? Sticky refresh, when I am refreshing this sticky, just observe, when scroll the page up and down, always the elements stick to their position. Even we scroll, it never be disturbs, right? But when I am using this relative, then what happens? So not relatives, absolute, what happens? The element based on x and y coordinates, it can be scrolled actually, but the neighbor tag can be disturbed, right? So that happens, this position tag. But when we are using this one more tag is there, display property, display. Suppose when you decide whether the element should be appear in the web page or not, so by using that you can decide. So here I want to use this one, so here sticky, I'm using sticky, no issue. But there is a p tag, actually this is a lorem is a p tag, but I don't want to display that, so here what happens? Just to observe, display, none I am using here, none. What happens? So not a b tag, I want to change this one, sorry b tag. So I want to apply for this paragraph tag now. So paragraph tag only I want to update. So what happens? So the p tag will be automatically hide, right, hidden. But even though the space is also not leaves, so commonly no one can be observed, the tag is removed, tag is hidden, right? So no one will be observed. So this display property having another two values, the block and inline to block. The element displayed in the same line, width and height property will have effect inline. So when we change the block level element to inline element, so then we can use this one, the change the display inline. So just to observe, actually this paragraph I don't want to use this paragraph, this block level element actually. So otherwise b tag is a inline element, so I want to change this one, display, so it could be inline. I don't display, this is not suitable. Suppose I want to take here h1 tag, actually h1 tag is a block level element, so I want to display inline, then what happens? h1 comma, what tags we are using? h1 div, inline elements. Then automatically you observe, completely block level element is converting to inline element. That can be done by this display tag. With the help of display tag, the block level element to convert, we are converting to inline element, and inline element converting to block level element. So none in the sense all elements could be hidden, right? That is a benefit of this display. And there is a one more, that would be visibility. So what is a visibility? So here also we can hide the tag, but the difference is that when you are disable this one, display none, it completely hide, right? So but I want to change this. When you observe, this is a display hide, but when I am using visibility, I want to use visibility hidden. Then what happens? So here the space is leaves, actually space is leaves. Again you observe, I want to use the same one, h1 tag. So first I want to use display none. So automatically this block level elements will be gone, h1 tags will be gone. But I want to use the same display. In the place of display tag, I am using visibility. Then what happens? Hidden. You observe the change. It leaves a space. The display can never leave the blank space, that hidden space, but visibility can be leave the space. The interviewer can ask what is the difference between and display and visibility. The first, you can say the display can convert block level element to inline element and inline to block level element. That is the first difference, and visibility can never do. The second one is when you are using display none, the content will be hidden, but the hidden space is not visible. It not leave the space on the browser. When you are using visibility property with a hidden value, then it hide the content, but it never hide the space. The space, empty space, is visible. So that is the difference between the both a display and visible. So in this lecture we covered the position and display and visibility. These three properties are most important properties, and in a real time we use more for responsiveness. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye. In real time we may use a selector. We write selector, write a CSS property. This is a syntax. And these are some properties we place, and it affected that properties and values for particular element. So how many ways we can represent this selector? So generally we know that earlier classes we learn like a tag name and class name, ID name, and universal. So in this way we can, and a multiple like a comma, this type of selectors we use. But my requirement, just you observe, suppose there is a one div tag is there. Inside this div tag there is a one div tag is there inside this div tag, and one more div tag is there, and here there is a one more div tag is there. So but I want to apply this div tag content only, not for this element. So I don't want to apply all the div tags. I want to apply this particular one. Then you can use, there is a one class is there. With the help of class, we can apply a particular style for this div tag only, right? But I want to select particular tag, particular child, particular subchild. How we can write? So there is one more way is there. Suppose there is a one class is there. Suppose there is a, here I want to place one class, and here also I want to place one class. But I want to apply these two classes properties are two different properties. But I want to apply these two classes properties to this div tag. Class equal this class 1 and this class and this class. How we can apply? So in this plenty of ways we can apply selectors. So with the real time we understood what should we do, right? So how we are applying selectors, the real time most important this one. So as a developer you should know aware on this particular one. I want to apply some content here. So here this one I want to place selectors, right? I want to go with this go live. Here you observe how many ways we apply selectors. First I'm taking three paragraph tags here, three paragraph tags. Next one lorem para 2. So here three paragraphs are there. So first, already we know that with the help of tag name we apply properties. First p tag that is p tag background color green. So automatically three paragraphs are affected, right? With the help of tag name, three paragraphs are affected. But I don't want to do this. So I want to apply three different ways. I want to apply particular paragraph, particular color. So for that I want to create class. So class name class 1. I want to use here class 1, and there is a one more para is there. So here this class 2, class 3. Then with the help of class name what happens? Particular elements, we apply particular elements. So class 1. Then automatically it applies first para only. So here I want to apply one more class 3. I want to apply class 3 color, text color, actually text color red, then it difference particular color. But I want to apply background color and text color for both for this second para. So what we can do, just you observe here, this is second para. Actually second para I am applying common colors, class 1 place class 2. Then you observe this, class 1 class 2. Then what happens, sorry, class 3, actually we place here class 3, class 3. So both properties, class 1 properties and class 2 properties, are applied for this para 3 automatically. Just we apply two class name for single element at a time, right? So this is one of the benefit. But I want to apply div tag is there here, one div tag here, lorem, some text is there, here you observe this is a one div tag. Here I want to apply some class, here also class 1. So same class 1 properties apply, but I don't want to use this same one. I want to apply this a class 1. This div tag requires another properties. For that I don't want to change already existing, this para 1 is having background color is a green, right? I don't want to change that for. So for that div, actually the class name dot class 1, actually we apply class 1. So what properties we applied here? So color red, color yellow, just you observe color yellow, both class 1, where the class 1 is available, all affected. But I want to apply this for only this div tag only, particular div tag, not for all class 1s. For that I am using this class with div tag with the class name. Then you observe where you apply this property, this class 1 properties, only particular div tag. So you observe how we are placing this with the help of, just you observe here, first this class having class 1 having some properties, and class 3 also some properties, class 1 class 3, and with the help of directly class 1 and class 3 properties we apply for para 2. But this div tag having here one more div tag is there, this div tag having class 1, but it having some additional properties specify. This class 1 is different and this div class 1 is completely different. So how we can get? With the help of tag with the class name, directly the class 1 properties are applied for this one. But I don't want this class 1 properties, I want to change this background color. It is a allowed background color. I want to apply green, sir, not a green, I want to apply here. Then what happens, just you observe. So completely different. Already class 1 having background color green actually, but even though we can change, right? When you cursor place here, automatically the content will be changed. When I am removing this color property, the preferences takes a previous existing class 1. That is a one benefit here. Benefit is there, right? With the help of IDs also we can place particular one. So here I want to change this one content, I want to remove this all content. So here 3 paragraphs are available, 3 paragraphs, right? So first one I am taking here ID equal ID 1, and again ID equal ID 2, ID equal ID 3 properties. How we can apply for styles for this? Hash ID 1, then some properties, background color green, so now green, yellow, only the tag one, this one only applied, id and particular tag. But here within that I want to apply one more id, hash id3, id3 I want to apply color red, content color would be changed, right, content color red. So here, but this within the paragraph there is another paragraphs are available, multiple couple of paragraphs are available, p into 2. Within the paragraphs there is another paragraph, lorem. So here one more is there, lorem. So just observe. So here one content is there within this para, inside para 1, just observe, inside para 1, this is a inside para 1 and inside para 1. So both are inside para 1. But here what happens actually, this id1 is applied for only particular element, right, particular element. But actually this inside this para I have designed with the class 2. Actually this one class 2 is there. So how we can apply for that class 2? Just directly dot class 2 background color yellow, then you observe it is yellow. But same situation I want to apply for this class is there, id class class 1, right, we apply here some, so class 2. So he applied here this and this, so both are having similar properties, right, similar properties. Then what should we do? But actually we need to apply this para only we need to apply this para only, we don't want to apply this one. Then what should we do? That situation we can use, already there is a class name is there, right, that situation I want to use id name here, id1. So para, this para, within the para I want to use id equal to id1. Then where the id1 is there and where the class 2 is available, that area only it affects. But here there is a id3 is also having this class 2. That situation if you want to apply hash id3 dot class 2, and same properties you may apply here, color background color blue, black, background color black, it is affected. So in this way we can apply with the help of IDs and class is completely different. So direct class name, direct tag name, and within the ID there is a separate class, and within the class is available. So in this way we can implement. So next one we want to apply. So how we can particular tag with a particular class. So here I want to use this one. First of all I want to remove this all the things, all this stuff. I want to para lorem. So I want to copy this 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 paragraphs are available, right? 4 paragraphs. I don't want to use this one. So already we know that one, when we are using this color property and red, all are affected. But, and there is a one more div tag, lorem. So 2 paragraphs, I don't want to take this 3, 2 paragraphs and 2 div tags, not div tags, h1. right. Totally we are having 2 paragraphs and 2. So here I want to use class name, class equal to class 1. So here class 1. Here also I am using like a class equal to class 2. Here this div is having class equal to class 1, and this a1 h1 tag is class equal to class 2. Then what you observe here, class 1 and class 2. So when I am applying some properties here, class 1 dot class 1 dot class 1, I want to use background color green. So just observe background color green. So where the class 1 is applied for this div tag and para tag, that will be affected. But here the requirement, my requirement, I want to apply this div tag only. This div tag only affects for particular background. For that, so div tag div dot, what is our class name? We want to apply class 1. Class 1. Here I want to apply separate background color red, and color text color green. So it is a completely different, right? So width, when you observe, class 1 is a particularly all class 1s will be affected, but when we are applying this one, completely different, it having different properties. If in case background property is not available, it consider previous one, right? Previous one, but it having same property, again it overrides. Class 1 here, parent class having class 1 having green background color, here parent child background color having red, it consider red only, override this existing color. So that can be done here. Here I want to apply, so within this div tag there is one paragraph is there. Within the div tag there is a one paragraph is there. I want to apply this paragraph. I am inside para, so inside div. So just you observe inside div. But actually when we are applying this div class property, all will be affected for this paragraph. But inside that paragraph I want to apply such particular one. So here I don't want to apply this one. So just to observe, all are similar, but I want to differentiate. I want to apply for this particular paragraph. This particular paragraph I want to apply. So how we can apply? So we are having tag name, right? Tag name. I want to remove this all properties first of all. So here we know that div tag, within the div tag there is a paragraph is there. The div tag there is a paragraph. Then only it affects for particular paragraph, and actually plenty of paragraphs are available, but with the help of tag name and with the help of paragraph name, there is a one symbol we are using here, direct child symbol. Based on attribute also we can provide some selectors, right? Attribute, suppose I want to place here input type text, so name equal to my name, suppose my name, this is a one tag, and input text name equal to your name. So two tags are available here, two tags, right? Two tags are available. But how we can apply some styles? Input so some styles I want to apply. Background color green, So actually it is not affected, right? Background color is applied, right? But here I want to apply background color for this gray color only my name attribute. How we can apply this one? Just observe attribute. We apply for attribute this one. What is the attribute? Name attribute. Name attribute. Then what happens? Two names are same, right? Two are having name attribute. But I want to provide name equal my name. Then you observe first one only affected. So right, first one only affected. First input tag only affected. When I am changing this my name to your name, then automatically second input element will be affected. But I don't know particular name. But it can having, it starts with a my. I know it starts with a my name, but my is not available here. But I know it starts with a my letter, right? That situation we can use the cap symbol. Where is cap? Just observe. What means? Where the attribute name is having starts with a my name. Just observe. In suppose there is a para tag is there, lorem is there, lorem. But it having one attribute I want to provide here, name myself. Just observe. Actually these two names are different. This p tag having different name and this one also having different name. But it start with my, so that it both will be affected. Suppose my name is one my name, then it not affects, only it affects for this one. But I know this my is having attribute name in some area, my letter is having. That situation we may add here asterisk symbol. What is used by this asterisk symbol? Where mi letter is available, where mi letter available, this h1 is one more tag is there, h1 tag, and here I am using one more lorem. So here attribute name is there, name I want to apply name 123 my 456. This is my attribute name. Then automatically it applies. But same if in case I don't know, my only there, my no available, not available, no my name, only where the my name is there, that area only it applies. But I want to provide name, but name is having some different areas where name is available. Then you can check. We know that the name is having last combination, that is, just you observe dollar. Where dollar, here dollar, I want to provide dollar. We know that name is available here. Just observe here also name I am providing. Then h1 is also affected. But I want to provide the name is there, but where it no, I don't know where it available. That situation star, already we know star, where the name is available it would be affected, right? So in this way we can apply attribute properties. Right, there are some different pseudo properties are available. Pseudo properties, what is the pseudo properties? So when my cursor is moved to this particular area, automatically this content will be, background color would be changed. When my cursor is placed here, automatically that color would be changed. How we can write that? So we know that is p tag colon h hover. So background color suppose pink. So when my cursor is moved to some particular area, this tag area, automatically the background color would be applied. Just when my cursor is placed here, automatically this applied. But when I am this one not affected, but only where the content height and width is there, that area it affected, right? So but these input tags are there. This is input tag. When I am clicking that input tag, that time only it would be changed. Input focus. Suppose I want to apply active background color. I want to apply here background color yellow. So where is cursor is there, and here when I am placing this, when I am clicking this, automatically the background color will be affected. Suppose not active, I want to apply focus. Then you observe here when I am clicking this, automatically the color would be changed. That is focus. Then I want to apply. So here there is a h1 tag is there. This is h1 tag having some text is there. But here my requirement, when the only that h1 tag first line only affects, first line color only I want to affect. That situation I can use first line, only first line. First line I want to apply text color would be color green. Then you apply only first color, only first line. Just observe first line only, automatically it affects only first line. But I don't want first line, I want to apply only first letter. There is a paragraph is there, paragraph first letter. So color, I want to apply color. This is a para, actually this is a para, right? Color yellow. Just observe first letter, only first letter would be yellow. So that is a different one, right? So in this way we apply different Sudoku classes. In a practical, when we are done the practical, that time project work, that time you completely understood what is going on. So right now we focusing on only a course level only. So in a future we start project. Next lecture we want to start parallelly JavaScript and Python. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. So please watch upcoming Python, and in this lecture we are going to discuss opacity and cursor and overflow properties. Here opacity, what is opacity? With the help of opacity operator we can generate transparency to background of any element. Transparency. So what is a transparency? Suppose there is a one element is there, any one element opacity. There is any one element, that element having a transparency like a 0% to 100%, but here 0 to 1 is there. So when we are choosing 0 means 0% and 1 in the sense 100% of the transparency. So the background color will be going to very light color, a very light color, like a watermark. That way it will be represent. The next one is cursor. What is a cursor? When the user placed cursor on the particular element, then the cursor pointer will be changed, like cell, copy, and no drop, resize, n resize, s resize, some ways is there. So here not allowed, move. So different kind of cursor we may change with the help of this cursor property. And there is one more property is there, that is a overflow. The most important, this property in real time we most number of cases we use this overflow. So with the help of overflow we can create a scroll bar. Either we can ignore the scroll bar and we can visible the content outside of the particular element height and width, right? So that would be done with the help of overflow. So overflow having default it contain automatically it generates scroll bar, right? So and visible, and there is a hidden is there. So what hidden does, when the user content, the entire element content, it over the width and height, that situation, what content is across the width and height, that content is not visible with the help of hidden value. And visible in the sense, the overflow can visible the entire content. The next one, scroll. So we check these all properties with a real-time example, right? So first I want to open Visual Studio Code, and now I am creating one file. So I want to create one file like opacity is there, op, or, overflow, and cursor dot html. So just you observe here, this is our file and basic structure, this element, and I am opening a go live. This is our browser. I want to change this one like a document title with a suppose cursor. This is our program, right? I want to create one element like a div. So in the div I want to add one image src image. Suppose there is modi image and width. So I don't want to use any width and height. So this div tag, one div tag, and one more div tag I want to use. Some content I want to place here, paragraph, lorem. So two contents right here. First I want to create one style, right? Style. So first, this is a modi image is there. When we are placing the cursor on this particular area, that cursor would be changed, right? So first I want to create, so directly div inside. So I don't want to go with directly, I can write img image tag. So here opacity 0.5%. Then you observe the content completely, the color will be the transparency mode. Then 0, suppose we are going to picture like a 0, nothing is there, right? 0.05, very light, right? So 5%, 0.5% dark color. So this way we can change the transparency of that particular image. With the help of opacity, what we do, we are providing a transparency to background of any element. So just observe. And one more, I want to apply this one paragraph tag. Even paragraph, we can apply background color to for this one. So I am using red color, very completely different. So here I want to change opacity, apply opacity, right? 0.5. Then what a point, just clearly you observe, right? This way it will be. Even content, text also change. But I don't want to apply this opacity to particular text. That situation we are using directly not color, RGBA color. So RGBA color, we know that three values. So this is a one color, right? So I want to apply opacity here 0.3. So text is not applied, the opacity is not applied for text. So in this way we can apply, the color would be changed. But I want to apply opacity for this text also, opacity and 0.4. Then content also, text is also applied. So based on our requirement, we can specify, we can use this opacity value. So entire element will be affected with the help of transparency, not only background color, it will be entire element content. What content is available in this that particular element, that entire values, the entire background color, the transparency would be changed. The next one, cursor. So already we applied some properties here like opacity, but directly I want to apply cursor here. When I was applying here, when I'm placing my cursor here, I want to place here move cursor, right? I want to apply move cursor. Just here right now cursor value will be changed. When you apply here, the cursor is text format here, but here the move format is there. So even the paragraph also I want to apply cursor, not pointer. I want to apply here cursor copy. So copy is a one value. In Excel sheet we observe this one, right? Just observe when I'm cursor moving on that particular element, this is a plus symbol, plus, and I want to change here to progress. Right? The cursor value would be changed. Either I want to change to cell, then you observe cell, the Excel point of view, right? So in this way we apply cursor values here, right? So here I want to apply this div tag. I want to, where is my div tag? This is a div tag. I want to create one class here. I want to create one class for this div tag class. So image, my class name is image. So now I want to apply some properties to this image. Image width 80%. Width 250 pixels, not 250. I want to use like 600 pixels. Then background color red, suppose red. Background color red. Then I want to apply here width height 900 pixels. Then this is size actually, right? And again I want to change this one, this image width and height. Width 1000 pixels and height 1000 pixels. Just observe 1000 pixel. It is over the content width 1000 pixel and height 1000 pixel. But you observe actually the content is moved to outside, right? It is a visible to outside, but I don't want to place my content outside to this div tag. So here what is the height of this div tag? Then very clear we are placing this div tag. Where is our div tag? This is an image, right? Entire image class having clear height and width. When you are changing this height and width, not at all issue here. Then not at all issue. The image is clearly placed inside this particular element. But here the problem is when my div, the particular element is having very specific width and height, but image of this particular image height and width is completely different, right? So that situation I want to use overflow. So our element content is, the child element content is overflow, right? That situation we are using overflow. So how we can write? Just we can place scroll. Just we are applying scroll value to, then you observe it never overflow, right? just we apply overflow, then the content is having clearly it fits to that particular width and height. What height and width is there, that area it would be place. So then you observe I want to add some different content on within the this div tag paragraph. I want to add like lorem. Then you observe the content is placed right here, but I don't want to place inside, the both are different tags. That's why I want to change to this opacity very clearly. So here I don't want to apply this overflow for this. Here just observe there is, where is my here p tag, and here I want to apply overflow scroll, and here I want to change to this one. Paragraph is having overflow and img tag. Where is my img? This is img. Overflow scroll, but not affected. Just to observe, not affected for the tag. So you may apply this overflow for parent tag. So but not for particular one, right? So here when I am removing this, what is our parent? This image class is our parent. Then you observe here, you observe overflow scroll, then it fits, right? So but I want to change image height and width, right? When you observe this one, the content is placed here, completely fit into this one, right? Fit into this particular area. But here I want to change for width 100%, minimum width I want to change for this I want to change opacity img tag, minimum width 200 pixels. Then what happens? Just observe, minimum height 200 pixels. Then it is not affected, right? Okay. So this is a completely different. This is a paragraph, and this is a one more paragraph, right? When we are observing this inside one more paragraph is there, just to observe. So here you observe again the scroll, when you are scrolling that there is one more paragraph is there, it having the scroll button. Just to observe, I am increasing this content. So here lorem, so here I want to place here, first of all I want to remove this all properties, style tag. So just this is our entire content. First of all I don't want this image also. So right, this is our content. First I want to fit to this one, this class over. So width 500 pixels, and height 500 pixels, and background color green. So actually this is our size, right? This is our size actually. Why? Because minimum height and maximum width and height is there, but actually that content is outside. Then we may place here overflow. What is overflow? I want to place here scroll. Then you observe very clear, right? The content is placed particular area. We are applying some scroll, but I don't want to scroll, but what content is visible, that one only I want to visible. Remain will be delete, hidden, right? I want to apply hidden. Then the remaining content will be going to hidden, right? It never be there, it never show. And visible, so what is happening visible? Completely it is a cross the width and height. Actually this div tag having specific width and height, but the content is overflow, right? But we restrict with the help of scroll. So yes, so you understood very clearly. We can fit the content in particular area, and we provide the entire content to users with the help of overflow. When we are using hidden, the content will be gone. Here entire complete content is available, right? In this lecture, how we apply different list styles and table tag. Generally in HTML directly we are using this OL tag with a OL tag for order list, and UL is for unordered list, right? Unordered list. So but in this CSS properties, we are having two types of properties are available, right? One is list style type. With the help of list style type, we can apply style types for different ways, like a disk and square and circle, and we are using decimal, and here decimal leading 0. So just observe, we can observe what is a and alphabets we are using like lower alpha and upper alpha, and it having lower Roman and upper Roman, and none, no styles, right? None, default one. And we can apply list items, list style as a image also with the help of list style image. So with the help of URL we may apply, so URL, right? So how we can write? Definitely it would be JPG or PNG format. So and in a table we can create in a real time striped table. So how we are applying for each row in a different color, how we are applying each row different color. So we will discuss with a list and list styles and table tags, right? So very similar one, but we can create. So here I want to create one tag. So here I want to create like a list and table dot HTML. So I want to create and go live. So automatically it opens this, and I want to create a basic HTML. Then here I want to write OL list order list and li into 5, list items into 5. So list items, here I want to write position, some content I want to place here, some content, right? Display, visibility and float and clear, OL tag, right? Defaultly it comes with 1 2 3. So when we are using like a UL tag, UL unordered list, it automatically changes. But here we don't know what is this ul and ol. We don't want to that, right? Just I want to use this style tag. Just observe here, actually it is a ul tag, right? ul I want to change, yeah, I want to use like list style type. So here I want to use circle, so it would be changed. I want to use like here lower Roman number, lower Roman, then it will be changed. And I want to use lower Latin, so this is a Latin. So base different values are available. I want to place here decimal, but leading 0, it start from, so 0 1 0 2, that way it will be represent, right? So in this way we can represent, but I don't want to place this list style types. I want to add like an image, like list style image. I want to place image. What you want to place url here. I want to place, we are having some images, right? So I want to place not a jpg, suppose modi, it's a completely different one, right? Very bigger size I want to place here. We having some styles, actually png image is also available, right? So for that I want to use png images, and here I want to like 3, then you observe. So in this way we apply actually, but not fixed size, not fit to particular size. So based on size it will be available, right? So if in case we are providing like a symbols, icons, then it is very neat one, right? So in this way list style images also we can apply. The next one, I want to create some table, right? I want to create some table. So here I want to create table within the table tr, within the tr I want to td into 6 columns. I want to use 6 columns, right? 6 columns. I want to write s number, s name, location, course, fee, other. Email. So I want to create one more table row inside td 6 columns, right? We require 6 columns. Serial number 1, name Srikanth, and location Hyderabad, course CSS3, and fee free, email Srikanth, some email, random email, and gmail.com. so this is my some table data is available, right? I want to copy this table row. I want to place this multiple table rows, right? So totally we are having some couple of rows, but the problem is that first one, I want to create this table class, first table class. So I want to create table width 800 pixels, then what happens? Then automatically some cursor will be available, some cursors place. But within this table I want to add one div tag. I want to end with so the table tag is placed within the div tag, and here I want to provide some div tag class properties, right? Div tag, then you observe div tag width 800 pixel, height 800 pixels only, we provide 800 pixel. Then you observe cursor is there, so I want to provide background color, then you observe background color green. So content is there. So here I want to provide width and height 300, height is also 200. That content is there. Overflow is there, right? So we know that opacity set overflow scroll. Then you observe the table is placed particular scroll, right? So now I want to focus. Right? So first table property, table. So I want to change background color yellow. Text color would be changed yellow, and background color I want to change a background color red. So completely different, right? Div tag and this one completely different. Then I want to create a border, right? Border 2 pixels solid, otherwise double, not a dotted, I want to use a dotted pink color. Just observe, this is a dotted, only table rows will be affected, right? So but I want to apply some table rows for different one. Table rows, I want to apply table rows and tr. Background color is also I want to provide table row. Suppose tr, I want to use tr tag, and a border same 3 pixels, dotted not dotted, double dashed color black. Then you observe what happens. So here I want to apply tr, then nothing to change. Tr comma td, then completely it affects, right? Tr td. But here I want to change, so based on this table I want to create this class table, right? Class table, I want to create a class table, right? So here dot table, and within the table tr, and I want to apply nth-child I want to write even. So just background color black. Yellow. So and dot table, the tr, nth row, nth child, and odd numbers order or I want to apply here background color pink, then you observe pink. This table tag width 150 pixels, height 250 pixels, and opacity, overflow, scroll. So if in case div tag is there, that would be affected, right? So in this way we can apply particular row color and particular even rows and odd rows we can apply. Thank you so much. Have a nice day. Bye bye.